Greetings Starlars forms and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be doing another tag, but this tag is a collaboration. I am collaborating with Eleanor, who is a massive fan of Disney like myself. So if you want to subscribe to her, I'll leave her channel link in the description box below and around the video as well. She is the most amazing friend ever and I highly recommend her channel. Also, I've just realised that I have Disney bracelets lying around, so in honour of the tag I thought I would wear this. If I get this closer. Now this bracelet I made off by hand for my company Twizzolo Designs, and that bracelet was inspired by Snow White. In case you didn't know already, Snow White is celebrating its 80th year this year, and I can honestly say I am so surprised. 80 years is a very long time, so a big happy birthday to Snow White. Favourite Disney film? It either has to be Tarzan or The Lion King. Both films take place in Africa, which is one of my favourite destinations to go to. And I can honestly say Tarzan and The Lion King were the first Disney films that I fell in love with African wildlife. And it still continues to this very day. Favourite Disney character? I have mentioned this before, but I'm not sure if I included the other character. So I'm going to say that my two favourite Disney characters are Jane from Tarzan and Rapunzel from Tangled. I love them so much because both of them are very relatable, because from the start of each movie they're just really innocent girls who just like relax in the social world. But when it came to a situation where villains wanted to take over their lives and cause havoc, then it was up to these ladies to stand up for themselves and had to fight for the ones they love, whether it was saving gorillas from poachers or trying to recover a love interest from a stab wound. Favourite Disney princess? My favourite Disney princess has to be Tiana, because she's one of the princesses who was the first one to get a job. She's also a modern princess because she taught a lot of young girls that you don't have to wait for romance all your life, but if you are very passionate about something, then you have to work hard to achieve your dream. Favourite Disney sidekick? Well, that's an interesting one. In this one I'm going to include two, and these two characters are Turk and Tantor from Tarzan. I love Turk because of her sense of humour, but I really love Tantor because of his very, very sweet nature. Even though he has a phobia of everything, Tantor is the loveliest person, or should I say the loveliest elephant you would ever meet. Favourite Disney song? My favourite Disney song has to be Let It Go, because the cold never bothered me anyway. Which Disney character would be your best friend? Well, I would have to say that if I had a Disney character for a best friend, I would say, ooh, I never really thought of that actually. Who is? Oh yes, now I remember. My best friend from a Disney movie would have to be Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I love Esmeralda's personality, enthusiasm, yeah, that's right, enthusiasm and courage to stand up for others as well as herself. She is a very brave and a very opinionated woman who strongly uses devil's advocate to lead her people to a better life. Who would be your Disney pet? Now, if I had to choose, I would go with dogs. A lot of cats in Disney films are a bit seen as really negative, so I wouldn't go for the cats this time round. But if I had to pick which Disney pet, it would be, in this case two because they're both dogs, they have to be Lady and the Tramp. I love Lady because of her sweet nature, and I love Tramp because of his boisterous attitude and enthusiasm in life. Have you ever been to Disneyland? No, but I would love to go in the future. Who is your favourite Disney alter ego? Oh, I don't know what that means, so I'll probably skip this question. Who is your favourite Disney villain? Oh, this is so easy. So easy. My favourite Disney villain has to be Cruella de Vil. I'm really struggling to find the right answer, but I'm just gonna go and say that she's my favourite because she is very naturalistic. She doesn't have any superpowers like Maleficent or Ursula, but she is an ordinary person in an ordinary world. She has an addiction for collecting animals and using them to as fur coats. I really despise Cruella's fur coats, but her personality is timeless and it will never get old. Do you collect anything Disney-wise? Well, not at the moment, but when I was younger, I used to collect Disney toys, and funnily enough, I actually got one on my mirror right now, so I don't know if you can see him just behind there. He's made a brief appearance in my last videos, but I've got a little Simba toy. I've had him since the special edition release of The Lion King. I did have Pumbaa too, but I don't know where he is. What Disney film would you star in if you could? Well, I would have to say Tarzan, because I would just love the idea of swinging through trees, hanging out with a person who was raised by gorillas, and hopefully allow him to become a teacher of what it's like living in the wild and how to protect wildlife. How old were you when you watched your first Disney film? My first Disney film I watched was, and then again, Tarzan, and it was the first film I saw in the cinema, and I think I mentioned it before in another video, but how old was I? I must have been around 5 to 6 years old. What do you love about Disney? Everything. The characters, the shows, the villains, the princesses, everything. Okay. Who is your favourite Disney couple? Well, I have more than one favourite couple actually, and I'm going to probably list them in order. My first Disney couple is Tarzan and Jane. My second favourite couple is Rapunzel and Eugene, and my third favourite couple, which I'm going to talk about, is Kiara and Kovu from Simba's Pride. The reason why I love Kiara and Kovu is because their relationship is kind of like Romeo and Juliet. They're an inspirational couple as well, because their love teaches us that hate between families is never a good thing, and it's okay to fall in love with someone who others see it differently, but as long as they're very kind and they put you first and treat you like a best friend, then that's the person for you. And that was the Disney tag. I want to give a huge thank you to Eleanor for collaborating with me, and I cannot wait to see your video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more future videos, and I'll catch you very soon. Goodbye!